Welcome to Maths Classes 10th CBSE by GK Pillai. This is my first video on the chapter Statistics. Questions based on ungrouped data for finding mean, median and mode you must have already done in your earlier classes. In this board exam year, you will find mean, median and mode from grouped data using various formulae. Unlike other chapters, fundamentals of this chapter include how to modify the given questions. You have to make some modifications of the given questions first. For example, making the given class interval into continuous, converting the cumulative frequency distribution into normal frequency distribution, etc. are to be done. For this reason, several representative questions from this chapter have been included in my second video and not in this video. Since I have already uploaded videos of all the chapters, almost all the chapters, and many are to follow, it's very important you subscribe to my channel and share my videos to your friends. We daily come across a lot of information in the form of facts, numerical figures, tables, etc. provided by the newspapers, televisions and other means of communication. These may relate to cricket batting or bowling averages, temperature of cities and so on. These facts or figures, which are numerical or sometimes otherwise, collected with a definite purpose, are called data. Here the definition is given the same way. You already studied about data and data handling in your earlier classes. And now the next topic, statistics. Once the data is collected, it becomes essential to extract meaningful information from such data. This extraction of meaningful data, meaningful information, is studied in the branch of maths called statistics. Measures of central tendency. Mean, median and mode are the measures of central tendency. In class 9th, you learned how to find these from ungrouped data. Finding mean, median and mode from grouped data is part of your present syllabus. I am trying to make you recall how to find mean, median and mode from the ungrouped data which you have learned in your earlier classes. You may get MCQs from these. That is the reason why I am discussing mean, median and mode from the ungrouped data also. The first one is mean. Mean or average of a number of observations is sum of the values of all the observations divided by the total number of observations. And it is denoted by the symbol X bar. Mode. Mode is that value of the observation which occurs most frequently or the maximum frequency. The observation with the maximum frequency is called the mode. But as far as the median is concerned, there are two things you have to remember. It is also a measure of central tendency, and when the data is arranged in the ascending or descending order, then you will be able to find the median using these two. When the number of observations is odd, the median will be n plus 1 upon 2th observation. For example, if there are 11 observations, 11 plus 1 upon 2, 6th observation will be the median after arranging it in the ascending or descending order. Now if the number of observations is even, then the median will be mean of the n upon 2 and n upon 2 plus 1th observation. If there are 14 values, 14 upon 2 will be 7, 14 upon 2 plus 1 will be 8. So the median will be the mean of the 7th and the 8th observations. Add them and divide by 2. That will be the median after arranging in the ascending order. Mean can be found from grouped data using 3 methods: direct method, assumed mean method, and step deviation method. I'll be discussing representative sums only for mean, median, and mode. Only part of the sums will be there, and I'll be discussing how to find the mean, median, and mode at the bottom. The first one is the mean by the direct method. Here you are given the marks obtained, xi, number of students fi, and the next one will be fi xi. Now fi xi will be the product of these two. 20 into 12, 240, 35 into 10, 350, and so on. So the sum of this will be sigma fi xi, and the sum of this will be sigma fi. The mean you will find by dividing sigma fi xi by sigma fi. Next one is the direct method with class interval. When you are given the class interval, here is the class interval given. The same, I have taken the same example only. Same type of values. Marks obtained 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and maybe the last one 90 to 100. These are the frequency, number of students, 12, 10, 4, etc. Here you have to find the class mark. Class mark is the mid value of the class interval. For example, 10 plus 20 upon 2, 15, 20 plus 30 upon 2, 25, and so on. The last column, fi xi you will find. Same as the before the previous one, 12 into 15, 180, 10 into 2, 25, 250, and so on. Now, sigma fi xi will be the total of this, sigma fi will be this. The mean you will find sigma fi xi upon sigma fi the same way. Next is the assumed mean method. Once again the class interval will be there. So the mid value you will find it here, class mark. Number of students frequency here, class mark will be here. Now you have to mark one figure as A equal to A. How you will find it? Suppose there are 5 values. Now the third one you can mark it as A. If there are 6 values, then the third or fourth value you can mark it as A. Now the next one will be di equal to xi minus A. Xi minus A means these are all xi's only, and A is this one. So the first one will be 5 minus 25 minus 20, 15 minus 25 minus 10, 25 minus 25, 0. It may be 35 next. 35 minus 25 will be 10 here. 45 minus 25 will be 20 here. So if there are minus 20, minus 10, then 0, the next will be 10 and 20 only. If there are, for example, 5 values are there. Now the fi di will be fi multiplied by di. 4 into minus 20 minus 80. 10 into minus 10 minus 100. 20 into 0, 0, and so on. Now you have to find the sum of fi di and also find the sum of fi, sigma fi and sigma fi di. The first one you will find mean of deviations, that is d bar, sigma fi di upon sigma fi. Now the mean you will find at the end. What you will be doing? Whatever A you have found out here, that you will add with whatever you found here. Sigma fi di upon sigma fi, whatever you find, add with the a. You will get the final answer. You must have already practiced, or you can practice more sums based on this one. Next one is the step deviation method. In the step deviation method, there is some difference. Class interval, frequency, class mark, all the three same thing. Now the A you have to mark the way I discussed the previous one. Now you will write ui equal to xi minus a upon h. Xi minus a upon h. Xi minus a is the same thing as discussed in the previous one. So 5 minus 35 minus 30, 15 minus 35 minus 20, 25 minus 35 minus 10, and so on. So that will be the numerical part of this. That you will divide by the class size. Class size will be equal only, it will be 10 here. So as I discussed here, 5 minus 35 will be minus 30. Minus 30 divided by 10 will be minus 3. 15 minus 35 will be minus 20. Minus 20 divided by h, that is 10, minus 2. Now you can understand one thing. If it goes this way, it will be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. And if more values are there, it will be 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, just like the previous one, fi, ui you will multiply. Fi will be here, ui will be here. 8 into minus 3, minus 24, 12 into minus 2, minus 24, and so on. Now you will find sigma fi ui here, the total of this, sigma fi ui. Once again, sigma fi will be definitely there. Now there is a change in the formula. A will be there. The A you got here, same thing you will represent here. Now h into sigma fi ui upon sigma fi. Sigma fi ui divided by sigma fi, that you will multiply by the class size. So this will be the formula A plus h into sigma fi ui upon sigma fi. A will come from here, h will come from the class size, that is 10, and within the bracket this upon this. You will get the final answer here. This is the step deviation method. As I have already mentioned, I won't be discussing any sum completely. Don't give much importance to this question. My aim is to explain how you will make the class interval which are not continuous. I am making it continuous here. After that, you can follow any method for finding the mean, median, or mode. Here, as I said, it is not continuous. How to make it continuous? The difference between 52 and 53, it is 1. Normally it will be 1 only. Divide by 2, 0.5. Subtract 0.5 from 50, 49.5. Add 0.5 to 52, 52.5. Now the next one will start with 52.5 and end with 55.5. Next 55.5 to 58.5, 58.5 to 61.5, and the next one 61.5 to 64.5. This is the way you have to change this class interval into continuous class interval. After this, after writing this way, in the normal way, you can find mean, median, or mode, whatever is asked. Now the median. How to find median from grouped data. Here also I am just explaining you the things only, not complete. So you are given once again, this class interval is not continuous. I have written here continuous. 27 minus 26, 1, divide by 2, 0.5. Subtract 0.5 from here, add 0.5. So it will be 17.5 to 26.5, 26.5 to 35.5, and so on. So first you have to write like this. Then for finding the median, you must be knowing you have to find the cumulative frequency. This is very important. You should know when the figures are given, you should know how to write the cumulative frequency, and from the cumulative frequency, how to get the normal figures. Normal frequency, that also you should know. Here, the first one will be 3 here. Next, 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 12, 26. 26 plus 5, 31. 31 plus 4, 35. This is the cumulative frequency. Now this is the formula for finding the median. L plus n upon 2 minus Cf upon f into h. All the things are given in your textbook. I don't have to once again tell you the things. You can get it from here itself. So this is the formula for finding the median. So these are the things you will take out from the question after writing the cumulative frequency. Size of the class interval, frequency, CF and all. Then you substitute the values here and find the median. In this particular sum, you are given the cumulative frequency. From that you have to take out the normal frequency distribution. It can be given in 4 different ways. The first one is this one. The marks less than 20, there are 4 students. Less than 30, 12 students. Less than 40, 22 students, and so on. Less than 80, there are 50 students. This is the total number of students. Now let us come to the frequency distribution, normal. So you will write the class intervals like this. Here, less than 20 means let us take up to 10 only. 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on, up to 70 to 80 will be the last one. Less than 20, if you are taking the class interval 10 to 20, it will be 4 only. Now 20 to 30, the class interval will be 12 minus 4, 8. Now 30 to 40 will be 22 minus 12, 10. Because less than 40, 22 students got less than 40. But less than 30, 12 students got. So the difference between these two will be between 30 and 40, and so on. See here, 70 to 80 will be 50 minus 48, 2 only. So you will understand this. After that you can find the median, mean, or anything. Now mode. How to find the mode from the grouped data. You will be given the class intervals and the frequency. Now I have mentioned here in the grouped frequency distribution, class with the maximum frequency is called the model class. And the mode is a value inside the model class and is given by this formula. Here, the maximum frequency is 21. So this is going to be the model class. And 30 is the lower limit of the model class. And F0, F1, F2 and H you have to find. Frequency of this, frequency of this, frequency of this. You will write F0, F1 and F2 and the class size will be H. So using this formula, L plus F1 minus F0 upon 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 multiplied by the class size. You will get the mode of this data. Now, this is an important part. Class mark I have discussed in the previous sums. Midpoint of the class interval are called class marks. Class mark will be upper limit plus lower limit upon 2. I have given a question here relevant to this. If class marks of a distribution are 10, 20, 30, 40, etc., find the first and the fifth class intervals. From the class mark, you have to find the class interval. Let me tell you how to find it. 10 plus 20 upon 2 will be 15 and 20 minus 10 upon 2 will be 5. So the first class interval will be 5 to 15, then it will be 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45 and so on. I can give you another way also. The difference between the two is 10. 10 divided by 2 will be 5. 10 minus 5 will be 5. 10 plus 5 will be 15. So the first class interval will be 5 to 15 and the next you can write easily. Once again I am discussing if these are the class marks. The difference between 10 and 20 will be 10. 10 divided by 2 will be 5. Subtract 5 from this and add 5 to this. So it will be 5 to 15. Then you can continue like this. Here, once again, you are given the cumulative frequency, how to get the normal frequency. Here it is below 45, below 50, below 55 and so on. Here the weight in kg and here cumulative frequency. Here once again it is the same thing. So 5 will remain here. With 40 to 45 the frequency will be 5. Then 45 to 50 will be 11 minus 5 6. 50 to 55 15 minus 11 4. Then 55 to 60 will be 22 minus 15 7. 60 to 65 will be 38 minus 22 16. And the last one 65 to 70 will be 45 minus 38 7. After making the proper distribution, proper normal frequency distribution, you can find mean, median or mode. In this particular sum also, the cumulative frequency is given, but in a different way. You have to find the normal distribution table. Above 0, 76, above 10, 72, above 20, 64. So the number of students above 0 means the entire class. So there are 76 students. Above 10 marks, 72 students got. And above 20 marks, 64 students got. So that means between 0 and 10, 76 minus 72, 4 students. Between 10 and 20 marks, 72 minus 64, 8 students. Between 20 and 30, 64 minus 52 minus 64, 64 minus 52, that will be 12. The next 30 to 40 will be 52 minus 20, 32. And 40 to 50 will be this 20 only. So this is the way you have to change the cumulative frequency given into normal frequency table. So this is the end of my present video. As I have already mentioned, important and previous board examination questions will find a place in my next video. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Offer your comments in the comments box below and forward the videos to share the videos to your friends.